Oh, afternoon. It's St. David's Day, so hope you're if you're Welsh, celebrating St. David's Day with a Welsh cake or something. Anyway, I've sat in the house. It's 1:30 at the moment. Not doing anything really, just surfing the net. It was pretty grey outside and overcast, and Bill rang, and he's in work in Brecon. And I said to him, what's the weather like? And he said, well, we've had a bit of blue sky here. And as he said it, I looked out the window, and sure enough, we'd had a little bit of blue sky as well. So I thought, well, let's go for a drive, or just try my new camera, my Panasonic G9, which I've swapped with Bill for my Canon 5D3 and my wide-angle lens. Anyway, I was thinking of somewhere to go, and I was watching a video this morning from the Y Explorer on YouTube. His name is Mark, and he was at the Begwns, which is north of Talgath, west of Hay-on-Wye, east of Irwood, I think, on the A470 to Bilthwells. Lovely little sort of tump in the middle of nowhere, really, with great views of the Black Mountains, which are behind me at the moment. So I thought I'll take a drive there. So I've just pulled in to get something out of the boot, something to eat. I got some Pringles. I'm starving because I haven't had any dinner before I left, and I thought, well, I'll do a piece to camera before I get there. So I've just turned off by the Sevenside camping site just past Talgath. So there's a sign down there saying Hereford 28 miles. So this is on the road to Hay-on-Wye. Before I get to Hay-on-Wye, there's a place called Glasbury, which I'll turn left there. And from there, I'm not quite sure where it is. I've got a general direction. I should have Google mapped it really, but I didn't. I thought, well, I'll find my way there. So I might actually not find it, so we'll see. Anyway, if the worst comes to the worst, I'll open up Google Maps on my phone and go from there, as long as I've got a signal anyway. So when I get there, I'll bring you back and you can have a little look around there. Right, looks like I found it. I'm trying out my light. I got a light source. I bought a little light. It's probably not going to shine at my face at all, because it's pretty light out here today anyway. But the Begwns are up behind me. You'll see a small outcrop of trees. There's a wall up there, and I don't know whether it's an ancient hill fort or something like that. Certainly looks that sort of thing when you see it on the map. But in front of me, and if I turn around, you'll be able to see the Black Mountains in the distance. There's some light there towards Hay Bluff, and in the distance some lovely light there in the distance. That's the main Brecon Beacons and the Carmarthen Fan. So fabulous views from up here, although they are a little way away. The Black Mountains to my right are a little bit closer, and I might be able to get a telephoto lens on them, but basically I'm just coming for a look really to see what it's like. It's not very high, but it's a moorland type place, and probably nice to come here in the summer for a picnic or something. It's a National Trust property by the look of it. I've seen some National Trust signs on my way up. It's quite windy up here, so you might not be able to hear me. But I'll bring you back when I've walked up there to see what it's like. Here I am in the Begwns. This is where I saw Mark and his friend, whose name I've forgotten now, the other day. Well, I saw them this morning, but they were here obviously a few days ago. It's not very far to walk, but I am unfit at the moment, so I was panting a little bit. I did record a bit of a time warp on the way up, which I handheld, just to show you the track up here. I don't know whether I'll come out. You probably have seen it if it did. Absolutely fabulous place. Nice little sort of, it's a circle. There's obviously a picnic area here. This is where Mark cooked his food the other day. And some trees, some conifers. I don't think they're Scotch pine, I think they are conifers behind me, or behind you I should say. I just had a walk around the area. There's a trig point just up to my left, over my right shoulder I should say, with some details on it, so I'll take a photograph of that to show you. Wonderful views of the Black Mountains, as Mark said on his video the other day, and he's right. I would probably need a long lens though. I just spoken to Bill before I left the car, and I said it would be a place for him to fly his drone and get his 400 lens out up here, or 1 to 300, I can't remember which he's got now, but he's got a longer lens than I have anyway. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of minutes and then make my way back down. So it's been a nice little hour out, not very far to come in the car. Found it very, very easy. I did get stuck behind a tractor on a narrow lane, and the farmer was clearing the track, which was great, the lane. I was behind him for about 10-15 minutes, but then the first sign of a pull in, he pulled in. I was able to go past and make my way here. So, but I'm gonna have a minute or two, look around. I might get my camera out and take some shots, and then make my way back to walk the dog, as I do. Oh. Yeah, it is a bit windy up here because it's quite exposed. There's a really great 360 view in sort of that direction. I think is both wells. That way is the main Brecon Beacons and beyond towards the Carmarthen Fans. As I said, the Black Mountains, and I don't actually know whether you can see them on camera from here. They are behind me, up towards I think that's Haybluff is this way, I think. No, Haybluff is a little bit further along, but pretty wonderful, really nice. Somewhere I've not been before, and somewhere I think I might come back to. This is a place I could probably bring Deb in the summer and the dog, and she can sit down below in the car, soak up some sun, and we could have a picnic, bring a bag of chips or something, and I could take a little walk around. There you go. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.